Good day, Kavibal, and welcome to our Speakers Demo Reel webinar series. For the demo teaching today, the topic will be on Reading Smart, Brighter Start, a reading intervention guide for developing readers of English in the new normal. Before we begin, take note of the following reminders. We will be posting the Zoom link in the comment section before our demo teaching, and the first 5 participants to join the Zoom meeting will be allowed to have close interaction with the speaker during the session and have an open forum after the demo teaching. The first 5 participants will serve as the students for the speaker's demo reel and will get a copy of the speaker's presentation at the end of the webinar. For those who will be chosen, make sure that you participate actively and make sure that your microphones are turned off until asked to turn on. Good day again, Kavibal, and welcome to our Speakers Demo Reel webinar series. For the discussion today, the topic will be on Reading Smart, Brighter Start, a reading intervention guide for developing readers of English in the new normal. Before we begin, take note of the following reminders. Make sure that you are registered to the webinar to have your e-certificate of participation. Visit certificate.vibalgroup.com to generate your proof of attendance. Place your questions in the comment box allotted during the session and they will be addressed by our speaker later on. Share the video using hashtag LearnAs1PH as our official hashtag to all our Vibal webinars. Experience learning ka-Vibal! And now, to proceed with our webinar this afternoon, it is my pleasure to introduce to you our distinguished speaker today. Miss Jessica Marie S. Borromeo is a graduate of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English at University of Rizal System, Morong Campus, and currently taking up her master's degree in Educational Management with complete academic requirements at Tomas Claudio Colleges in Morong, Rizal. A motivational teacher and prolific writer of school publication and aiming her goal to become a journalist, but suddenly God has called her to serve as an educator. She is also a single parent of a developing reader. She already realized her fulfillment of her ambition to reach out to her students for the love of reading. At present, Teacher J is on her fourth year in teaching at Tabuyod National High School, a school ICT consultant, school information coordinator, former school paper advisor, and serving as volunteer online tutor at Department of Education, Information, and Communications Technology Services or ICTS Educational Technology Unit through DepEd Itulay, an online tutorial airing live over Facebook and YouTube in Filipino 7. She is also a well-known designer and motivational speaker in relation to reading, as well as serving in the ministry through Victory Antipolo's Kids Church before she turned into a professional teacher in 2016 until 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome our dear speaker, Miss Jessica Marie S. Borromeo.
Okay, good afternoon mga kabibal and good afternoon to each and everyone. Lalo na po sa lahat ng mga kapwa ko guro dyan sa SDO Rizal Province. I'm Miss Jessica Marie Salazar Borromeo, your teacher in Abuyod National High School. And our topic for this afternoon has something to do which connects me in my heart. Dahil talaga po isa po akong English teacher but I am now serving as Itulay tutor for Filipino 7. So let's start with our discussion for this afternoon and hello to all the participants via Zoom. And it's very overwhelmed because 18 days before I turn 31 this year, ayan, nabigyan na po ako ng opportunity ng Bibal to become a speaker for this session. So I'm gonna share to you my presentation. Okay. All right. So our topic for this afternoon, we'll be talking about reading start and writer start. But before that, I have here a class code for you to participate. So I'm giving you now your time to type in classpoint.app. And the class code will be 88238 because later on, we will be having our live demo teaching for this afternoon. Oh, by the way, later pa pala to. So, masyado kayo na-excite. So, it is something more on the reading intervention guide. As you all know, I am also serving as one of the BRB for Reading Warrior. So, for today's session, the objective is to engage the participants through interactive reading interventions. So when we say reading interventions, that's something to do with the reading materials that focus on the reading methods such as the Dolch basic sight words and of course the reading comprehension. And we also want to share the best practices and experiences in developing reading skills and improvement among learners, parents, teachers, and also with the connection of the community and to promote the love of reading and inspire other readers through joining the 10 o'clock reading habit. So I know it's now the time check is 3 o'clock. So tapos na po yung reading habit. So usually sa aming division, we are used to join our reading habit every 10 o'clock in the morning and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So what's the meaning of a reading habit? As you all know, reading starts at home. And reading habit is essential for all ages. So I have a 6-year-old son who love to read. And as you can see, it may take up to only 30 minutes within the day together with your child or your student. So as you can see, we have also provide a reading material. So simply, we have to inculcate this part of having a brighter start in reading. And reading is a stimuli of knowledge because the more you read, the more lessons in life that you can adapt and apply. So, I am a fond of reading kahit pa man na hindi siya digital copy, but we have also the physical book. And I have loved to collect more books, lalo na yung mga inspirational books, because the more you absorb all of the information, the more you create a new mindset of having an interest in reading. And aside from that, that is our Project BRB4 or Blue Rizal Baranggayan para sa bawat bata bumabasa. So as you can see, there are lots of stories. There are lots of readers that can now read and recognize the letters because reading creates new stories of hope. As what ARD Cherilo Di Repia also reminds us that wala na pong bata sa buong Rizal ang hindi nakakabasa because there is always a light or a silver lining when it comes to recognizing a simple letter or a simple shape in their minds while learning. And aside from that, it can also improve their writing skills and speaking skills as what we call the developmental reading. So what does it mean? Developmental reading is a branch of reading instruction that is designed to support the literacy and variety of context. As we look back to the result of PISA in 2018, I know it is quite sudden that our country garnered only in second to the last. So, ibig sabihin no, nasa pinakang dulo na po tayo. So, we need to exercise or maximize our time in doing a reading comprehension and decoding skills. And aside from that, that is why BRB4 exists. It is a flagship program of the Department of Education in our schools division of Rizal Province to cater the struggling readers of English and Filipino. And of course, we need to recognize also the frustrated and non-readers in their preferred level. So as for the record, in our school, we have only 167 of the learners or 97% in junior high school achieve the target reading level from frustration up to the instructional, and sooner or later it will become an independent reader. And for the day, we have only 5 learners. We are in need of assistance, reading assistance that comes from our reading warriors like us. Most especially our parents is also considered as a reading warrior. And what we need to know about our activity, we have the time allotment. Gaya nga po ng sinabi ko, we have only 30 minutes to do this activity, and we have to identify the learners who will undergo reading remediation. So as what we have mentioned a while ago, reading intervention is a guide or a tool for which the learners have uh, to reshapen their reading skills. So we have the reading intervention and activities that they must employ. And of course, one objective for this session is to enjoy and fulfill their duty as a reading warrior and as well the reading clientele of this project. So I know that everyone is excited. All right. So let us now proceed with the stimulation activity. But before that, okay, I will stop share po muna. So I have here a demo reel activity which regards to the reading stimulation. So by the way, we have to acknowledge the team who are behind the BRB4 program of the Department of Education in our division. So ito na talaga, totoo na po ito. Ito na yung, itatype ninyo yung code ng Classpoint. So what is Classpoint, by the way? So Classpoint is an application for this live session, and for those who are inside the Zoom meeting, I want you to participate for this reading demo as my students. So if you are willing to open your cam or open your microphone, it's okay po. Then, for those who cannot able to join our Zoom meeting, you may type in classpoint.app. So actually, this is an application used for Microsoft PowerPoint. So bago po siya, and at the same time, it is much convenient than any other application. For example, meron din tayo dito mga participants na nasa Classpoint. So as you can see, we have only 4 participants, and I'm being waiting for a lot of participants for this demo reel. Ayan. So if you want to cash in with our discussion, ayan. So you have to save this QR code, or pwede rin siya mag-appear dito sa left side ko. It's 85512. That is the code. Ayan. Again, it's 85512 for those who are already open their Classpoint application. Ayan. Thank you po for actively and encouraging each other na mag-participate. So, dahil nga sa Bibal, we learn as one. Okay. So, for the participants in Zoom meeting, hello everyone. I'm introducing myself first. I am your reading warrior, Teacher Je. And we have a reading exercise for this afternoon. Are you guys excited? Ayan, can you turn on your microphone if you want po for the participants po via Zoom? Okay, so for this reading exercise, I want you to familiarize the word family that ends in at. Or ibig sabihin sa Tagalog, ito yung mga pamilya ng mga salita na nagtatapos sa at. Okay, how will you pronounce po the word at? It sounds as A-N-T. When we combine together, we have at. Okay? So I have prepared at least 9 words, and all you need to do is to give its focus on these words. Okay? Can I call someone po from... Sige, eto, si Carmely. Are you here po? Ayan, meron po bang naka-open ng microphone? Ayan. So, how will you read the words or the 9 words ending in at? Okay, can we read all together? 1, 2, 3, go! We have bat. Bat.
Hat, hat, sat, mat, rat,
Fat.
rat, pat,
Mat.
rat,
Fat.
rat,
Rat.
rat,
Fat.
cat, and cat.
Cat. Wow, very good. Ayan, sabay-sabay na kayong magbasa, mga kids. Okay. So, all of these 9 letters, or 9 words rather, are the examples of the words ending in at. But I have a question. Before we read the poem entitled Cat and Pat, credits po from Maria Neil A. Del Rosario, a master teacher from Quiteria San Jose Elementary School, who wrote the poem Cat and Pat. Do you have a pet at home? Or for those who are participating in the Classpoint, I want you to upload your pet. Or for those who are inside the Zoom, can you mention at least one name of your pet? Ayan, sino sa inyo yung mga may alagang pet? Ayan, meron din akong alagang pet pala. So, I have four puppies. 4 puppies, kapapanganak pa lang ang aming aso. And we have only 1 dog. Ayan. So, we have a lot of pets. Ayan. As you can see, we have a picture of a cat. How about the participants in the Classpoint? Wow, I love to see what kind of breed of dog is that? Ayan. Ayan, may natutulog pa na dog. O, you may upload your picture of your pet using your Classpoint. Ayan, we have a pet dog, we have a pet cat, and there are lots of pets. Wow, that's amazing. And for those who are watching via YouTube, you may also type in your name of your pet. Ayan. Okay. We have also, there are lots of pets. Ayan, may mga dogs, may cats. Namimiss ko na nga mag-alaga ng dog, actually. Ayan, mayroon pang cat, may dog. There are lots of pictures of your pet. And I am very glad meron talaga kayong alagang pets. Okay? Wow, may isa kumakain pa ng strawberry. I love strawberries. Okay, so can I stop for a while? Ayan. So, all of these pictures are the pets. What's the name of your pet? Ayan. What's the name of your pet? Ayan, sino yung mga naka-open mic dyan? Meron kayong mga alagang pet? Ano yung pinangalan nyo sa pet nyo? Ayan, meron nag-type ng Tris, Echo, Zella. Wow, that's a nice name. May Bono. Wow, I love the name of their pets. Oh, actually, yung mga puppies ko, meron din silang pangalan. It has something to do with the application. Meron din si Zoom, meron din si Skype, meron din si Java. O, di ba? Ang cute-cute ng mga pets. Ayan. So, as we have noticed, there are lots of pen names on your pets. Ayan, meron ding Jackie, may Max, Maki, Topi, meron dyan mga Bruno, Brownie. Ayan yung mga usual na mga name ng pets. May Astra, wow, may Johnson. Wow, tunog bakuna yata yun ah. Okay. Slumber. And I just want to greet a very cute cat named Sophie. Hello, Sophie. Ayan. Sino naman po yung may-ari ng pet cat na yon na si Sophie. I know that you are watching, Sophie, and stay safe together with your Uncle J. Okay. So that's it for this question. And how do you feel to have a pet? Kayo, ano ba na-realize nyo? Paano kayo nagkaroon ng pet? And ano yung nararamdaman nyo ngayon? Are you feel sad? Are you feel nervous? Are you feel angry or happy? Ayan. Pwede rin kayo mag-type ha, yung mga very shy sa Skype ha, sa Zoom pala rather. Ayan. And all of those are happy. Kayo ba, happy din ba kayo na meron kayong mga alagang pets? Ayan. So, I know na namimiss ko na mag-alaga ng pet. Yung iba sa inyo na mga tuturuan natin na mga fur parents. Ayan. Mga fur parents are actually the same as the parents of a cat and a dog. Ayan. So 8 has already responded as happy. And I know that you are already happy. So let's start to read a short poem. Ayan. We have cat and pat. So as we look back into the words na ginamit natin kanina, the word family that ends in at, let us find out how can we read those words while reading it in a poem. So let's all read together, cat and pat. There is a cat named Pat. There is a dog named Matt. The cat is the pet of Sally. So, asan dito si ayan, nandyan si Pat. Ayan si Pat na isang puting cat. And we have also Matt. So, ito si Matt, the white dog, the spotted one. Then, we have the owner or the name of the owner who is Sally and Wally. Okay, so can you read all together? There is a cat named Pat. There is a dog
named
Matt.
The cat is the pet
pet
of
of
Sally. The dog is the pet of Wally.
Wow, very good. What's your name po? Yung nasa ano po?
Frenna.
Hi, Frenna. Wow, nice reading. Okay, let's now continue. They take care of their pets. They feed their pets every day. They bathe them every morning. They bring them in the park every afternoon. So those are the usual things na ginagawa natin, di ba? Pagka meron tayong pet. Pinapaliguan natin, pinapakain natin, pinapainom natin ng tubig or ng milk just to ensure that they can ease their hunger. Ayan. Then, pinapasyal din natin sila sa park every morning or kahit na pinapaliguan natin sila. Okay. So, ginagawa niya rin ba siya pag nasa bahay kayo? Ayun. So, they take care of their pets. They feed their pets every day. They bathe them every morning. They bring them in the park every afternoon. Very good. Next, they play with them in the park. They love their pets so much. Pat sat on Sally's lap. Matt sat beside Wally's couch. Pat and Matt are happy. Wow. What a nice poem, di ba? So, after they take a bath and they're roaming around in their streets, they usually play with them in the park and love their pets. Do you love their pets? Ayan. Have you experienced the love and unconditional love of these pets? Diba, nakikita naman sa picture na napaka-cute talaga ng mga dogs and cats. Kahit ano yung mga nag-send kanina sa Classpoint, talagang na-amaze ako na marami pala sa inyo ang mga cat and dog lovers there. Hello po. So, let's now proceed with the guide questions. So, as we apply this into our reading comprehension, what is the story all about? Okay? Can you type in kung ano ba yung naiintindihan ninyo about sa story? What is the story all about? Okay. So, the story is all about pets. To name a few, there is a pet dog and a pet cat. What are the names of the pet? Ayan. Naalala niyo ba kung sino yung mga pets na na-mention natin? Of course, we have cat, or we have the pet named Matt and the cat named Pat. Okay. Ayan, meron din nag-type ng answer. Wow, very good si Prena. Okay. Who has a pet cat? Ayan, sino nga ba yung name ng owner na nasa story natin? who has a pet cat? Oh, meron din silang rhyming ng name. Okay. So we have Sally. Who has a pet dog? Of course, kung meron ding Sally, we have also Wally. Okay, very good. How can you say about Sally and how about Wally? Okay, so we have the dog and the cat who loves to play with their pet owners or the fur parents like Sally and Wally. Wow, I think that it's all about the cat and the dog, of course. If you love your pet, how do they love them? Or how do they love your pets? Or do they love their pets? Of course naman. Mahal na mahal nila yung pets. Kahit kayo rin, di ba? When you talk about the pets inside your home, nakaka-ease sila ng stress, ng tension while doing your work. Or even na nalulungkot kayo, syempre, they love to take care of their pets. Kaya nga lang kanina na nasabi ko, they need to feed them every day or every morning. They need to take a bath. They need to play in the park. And they really sat on their lap. Talagang magaling silang umintindi. Para din mga hayop ay mga tao din, marunong din silang makiramdam. Alright. Do you think Sally and Wally want Pat and Matt? Ano kaya sa tingin ninyo, mga readers? Ayan. Do you think Sally and Wally love their pets? Kung kanina sinagot din natin, gusto rin ba nilang mag-alaga ng same type of pet? So what do you think? Gusto niyo din ba mag-alaga ng ganitong klaseng pet? Ako, honestly gusto ko din mag-alaga ng cat. Kahit na sa tingin ko medyo alanganin pa ako sa instinct ng mga cats na to kasi medyo strange pa sila when it comes to their pet owners. Kahit na they love their nature, the way they took care of them. So, ganun po yung feeling natin pag gusto natin mag-own ng pet. And if you have a pet, how will you take care of them? Sige nga, can you type in, how will you take care of your pet if you want to have a pet? Of course, you need to take them extra care, lalo na ngayong pandemic. We need to feed them every day. We need to take them few medicines kung kailangan kasi nga medyo ano talaga yung Omicron variant, Omicron variant. Talagang kahit yung mga animals ay nagiging carrier din sila ng virus. So we need to take care of them. And what is the moral of the story? Of course, kung gaano niyo po sila kamahal, yung mga pets na yan, they really intend to love the owner so much. Same as how we love each other in our families. Okay. So, do you love the story? Ayan. Gusto niyo bang makarinig pa ng isa pang story? But before that, I have prepared to you an exercise. So, we have here a reading activity that will determine how can you cope up with the words that already mentioned in the poem. So, ano nga ba yung mga words na yon? Yung mga word family that ends with at. Alright. So, let us match the picture. So, we have to match the words ending in at to the appropriate pictures. So, sa tingin ninyo mga readers, saan nga ba mapupunta yung mga words na bat, cat, rat, and hat? Okay? Can you type in your answers from your comment section? And for those who are participating in our Classpoint, I will give you a quick mga 2 minutes to match these pictures. And for those who are inside the Zoom, can you mention kung nasan ba ilalagay yung word na bat? Kanino ba natin siya ibibigay? Sa first picture ba? Sa second? Sa third? Or sa fourth? Ayan. Sige, tingnan natin kung talagang nakinig kayo kanina. Saan nga ba mapupunta yung bat? Of course, sa second picture. Okay, very good. Ayan, si QC Villena. Very good. So, we will point the word bat dito sa second picture. How about the word cat? Wow, talagang magaling talaga to si Villena. Wow. So, we will point the word cat dito sa fourth picture. Alright. How about the word rat? Saan ba siya mapupunta? Of course, very good. On the third picture. And lastly, we have the hat. Saan ba siya mapupunta? Siyempre, wala na tayong ibang picture kundi dito sa first picture. Wow, that's nice. And you are very active when it comes in matching pictures. So let's see kung sino nga ba yung mga nag-match. Wow, ang bibilis talaga mag-type in ng ating mga participants via Classpoint. And all of your answers are correct. Very good. Wow, ang dali ninyong ma-distinguish yung mga words, ha? Okay, so let us close it. Ayan, so as you can see, we have the word bat pointing on the second picture. Second, we have the cat pointing on the fourth picture. We have the rat pointing on the third and hat pointing on the first picture. Very good. Now, let's try to combine the pictures or the puzzles. All you need to do is to choose a letter to combine with the word at. Okay. So, tingnan natin saan nga ba siya mapupunta. Actually, hindi pala siya ma-adjust dito. Okay. Yan. Saan ba mapupunta yung letter M? Yan. From the participants, saan nga ba mapupunta yung M? Siyempre, we need to cross out on this letter. Ayan. So, you may think of a word that starts with the letter M, S, F, H, P, and C. Ayan. You may type in your answers for those participants in the Zoom. Kung meron kayong mabubuong letters. And for those who are joining us live, ayan, may nakikita din akong mga answers na math. Of course, we have the word sat. Ayan, i-combine na natin. And we have, of course, we have the word fat. Very good. Ayan, may nakita naman akong answers. Talagang napakabilis niyo mag-type, ha. And we have the word, what's the word? We have hat. Okay, so I will click in here. And we have also the word fat. Of course, we have fat. So I will put it here. And the last, we have the cat. Okay. So usually, itong ginagawa nating exercise or reading exercise, ito ay physical nating ginagawa pag meron tayong mga reading interventions to connect the letters. As what I have presented today, those are the combined letters forming in the combined with the words ending in at. So we have mat, we have sat, fat, cat, and cat. Okay? Again, can we read all together yung mga words na nabuo natin? 1, 2, 3, go! We have mat, sat, fat, cat, and cat. Wow, very good. Talagang nakakasabay na sila. Okay, so those are type of the reading exercise pwede rin siyang i-print out for those who are watching at home. And pag gusto nyong subukan itong activity na to, you may also cut out pictures or words na pwedeng i-match dito sa mga letters. Okay. So, okay, pwede rin kayo mag-participate via Classpoint because after this, we will have another set of questions regarding on what have you learned about this reading activity. Have you learned something? Ayan, meron ba kayong natutunan sa ating activity ngayong hapon? Yan, ako nakakatuwa naman. Meron talagang natutuwa na nag-participate sila ng mahusay, na masaya, na masigla. And ako din, natutuwa din ako sa inyo kasi madami din kayong napulot ng mga words. So those are the family words na kailangan natin i-familiarize, lalo na sa mga developing readers like my son. So actually, meron talaga siyang deficiency talaga na kailangan niyang ma-cope up yung attention niya while reading. So, kailangan may kasabay tayo. And lalo na din sa inyo, mga mommies and mga daddies na gustong-gustong matry itong reading activity, you may also cut out your letters or form an image of a pet or even yung mga words na medyo three letters muna yung umpisahan natin. But for now, let's have here a question. Let us match the word. So, we need to choose the word that match on the picture. Saan kaya dyan? Is it a bat, cat, rat, or hat? Saan kaya siya mapupunta? So, I give you a few minutes. Ayan. Saan kaya? Ano kaya yung word na yan? Cat ba siya? Rat ba siya? Or hat? Nako, ito medyo may nag-type na din dito sa ating comment section. Of course, gusto niyo ba malaman kung ano yung answer? Ayan. So, ganyan talagang effective way ng pagtuturo ng reading. So, we will read it one by one. Then, kailangan din natin i-specify by a picture kung ano nga ba yung mare-recognize nila na word. Okay. So, let's see what's the answer. Oh, ang galing talaga ng ating mga viewers. Of course, it is a bat. Of course, ito yung bat. Ayan. So, i-underline natin. So, this is the word bat. Very good. And as the result, we have 5 participants pero 3 lang po yung nakikita ko. Okay. Very good, mga readers. Ayan. We have the word bat. How about the next picture? Ayan. Is it a bat, a cat, a rat, or a hat? Wow. Ang cute naman ng nasa picture. Ayan. Sino kaya to? Ito ba ay paniki ba to or bat? Cat ba to? Rat ba yan? Or hat? Wow. Ang bibilis talaga ng ating mga students ha. And as you can see, ayan, most of the answers are nasa bat or nasa cat. Ayan, very good talaga. Ayan. So, tama yung answer ninyo. So, this picture is cat. Alright. It's the word cat. Again, it's cat. And how about this picture? Ano kaya ang picture na to? Is it a mat, sat, pat, or rat? Ano kaya ito? Yung nasa picture, ayan, yung rat. May nagsagot na ng rat. Wow, ang bibilis talaga. Oh, mga 3 participants natin via Classpoint. Ayan, napakabaling talaga ng ating mga readers. Ayan, of course, tama yung answer ninyo because the correct answer is, of course, the rat. Ayan, bibilugan natin yung rat. And for the last picture. Ayan, malamig na. Malapit na ang Pasko. Ano kaya ang tawag sa picture na to? Is it a mat, hat, pat, or rat? With matching eyes pa. Wow. Ayan, ito. Medyo madali lang to i-specify kasi nga 'di ba we have only 3-letter words. Pero meron ding ibang mga activities din na isisingit din natin yung mga 4-letter words o mga 5-letter words hanggang ma-recognize na nila yung mga words na mapapamiliarize nila ending in that sound or at. Okay. So as we can see on my Classpoint account or Classpoint application, most of you answered, of course, it's a hat. Ayan, tama yung answer nyo, mga children. Ayan, it's a hat. So, as what we have discussed, ito yung mga methods na kung saan dinidescribe din natin yung mga reading development skills. For this activity, this is intended only for beginning reading, but most eventually, meron din tayong mga tinatawag na mga reading interventions na naka-align sa kanilang reading level. For example, in grade 5, meron din silang tinatawag na reading comprehension and meron din tayong mga list of words na kailangan nilang i-read per 1 minute. So, kailangan i-time check natin kung talagang mabilis na nilang ma-pronounce yung mga ganitong words or yung ma-recognize nila yung mga sounds. Kasi minsan pag nag-check din kami ng PhilIRite, hina-check din namin talaga kung tama ba yung pronunciation nila or may nagbabawas pa sila ng mga letter or kung nakakaligtan nilang basahin yung word na yon sa speed level nila. Syempre, we need to determine kung gaano pa kabilis yung reading level nila. Okay. So, that's it. And I hope na, meron pa palang isa. Ayan, ano kaya tawag dito? Ito ay hindi tao, hindi rin hayop, pero ginagawa to ha. We have vat, rat, sat, or bat. Ayan. Ano kaya to? Madali lang to ha. Yung mga walang ginagawa ngayon. Ayan, relax-relax lang. Ayan. Siyempre, ganun lang ang ginagawa natin, di ba? Pagka gusto nating masandal muna saglit, siyempre, ganito yung ginagawa natin. Siyempre, it's a sat. Ayan, that's what I have seen on the Classpoint. Yan, we have already 6 participants. Meron din akong 3 answers na nakikita. So, that's it. Ayan, so the answer there is the word sat. Okay. Na-enjoy niyo ba yung reading activity? Ayan, thumbs up naman for those who are watching or heart react naman yung sa mga hindi nakapag-participate sa Zoom pero na-enjoy naman nila yung ganitong reading demo natin. Alright. So with that, congratulations and good job for those who are already participated in our reading activity. So until next time and happy reading mga kids. Ayan. So that ends our session. But before I leave, ayan, I have here a quote from Barack Obama. It says, reading is the gateway skill that makes all learning possible. Siyempre, gaya din ang sinabi ko kanina, na reading is fun and we have also to enjoy the spirit of reading. So, hindi talaga mawawala yung ganitong opportunity na magkaroon tayo ng interaction between our children and our students. And to us know on how to cope up with the reading intervention materials, you may also check the materials na pwede din natin i-provide sa mga learners from grades 1 to 6. And kapag nakaya na nilang i-cope up yung kanilang sarili when it comes to their level of difficulties, syempre, kailangan din nilang i-maximize yung time nila. I just want to share something na bago ako naging developing reader, syempre naging frustrated reader din po ako na talagang hindi talaga ako makarecognize ng isang letter. nung bata ako na meron akong speech defect. Makikita ko sa record ko, meron din akong problem sa psychomotor skills ko. But because of my mom, syempre, tiyaga-tiyaga lang talaga, kailangan din natin mahalin yung mga anak natin when it comes to reading. And I want every one of us here sa Bibal group na tulungan din natin mga kids natin when it comes in reading styles and their strategies. And of course, itong na-share ko na intervention is just an example na walang imposible talaga pagka gusto natin matuto. And with that, nasa pagbasa ang pag-asa dahil walang bata sa buong Pilipinas ang hindi makakabasa. Dahil sa pagbabasa, ikaw ang bida. And muli po, maraming salamat. And thank you, of course, to Vibal for inviting me. And for those who are tuning in, syempre, subaybayan niyo po ako sa IBC 13 through DepEd Itulay TV. That is every Friday and Saturday from 12:50 to 12:55. And of course, ayan, abangan niyo po ang aking pagbabalik sa Itulay online tutorial this coming Wednesday, 1:40 to 2:20 in the afternoon. We are airing over Facebook and YouTube channel ng DepEd EdTech Unit, DepEd Itulay, and DepEd TV. Once again, for comments and suggestions, you may visit my YouTube channel, Jessica Marie Bermeo, and Guro Makatao channel for ESP. And I have here a social media accounts to connect with. We have Ma'am Jessica Bermeo and your teacher, Je. And you may also send us via email for those na gustong maka-experience ng ganitong reading intervention, or pwede niyo po akong i-invite as speaker. You may also send me an email po at jessicamarie.bormeo@deped.gov.ph and carryonthewall@gmail.com. So once again, thank you for listening and stay safe. This is your teacher, Teacher Jessica Marie Bormeo, Teacher 3, and we learn as one. Maraming salamat po, Bibal!
Thank you very much, Miss Jessica, for that very interactive learning session. Now we will proceed to our question and answer portion. If our YouTube viewers have any questions for our speaker, you may type it in our comment section. And for those who are in the Zoom meeting, you may also type in your questions po sa ating chat box. And while we're waiting for questions, I'm going to ask Miss Jessica to send the PowerPoint presentation po sa ating Zoom meeting so that our Zoom joiners can have a copy of it.
Yes, of course po.
Alright, so while looking at our comment section here in YouTube, there's no questions, only gratitude for our speaker.
Wow.
Miss Anna Marie Joy Alcanza said she enjoyed and loved the webinar this afternoon. Everyone is sending clap emojis and heart emojis. Thank you, Ma'am Jessica and Vival, for the very informative session by Z and Sofia. And then from Ma'am Loretta Lozano, thank you very much, Ma'am, for sharing your expertise of smart reading. From Ma'am
I have a
Loretta,
question here sa Zoom. Ayan. Teacher, would you advise primary students to use e-book? Will there be disadvantage for it? Ayan. So, actually, meron talagang mga students talaga na gusto talagang mag-try na mag-read via e-books. But, as far as I know kasi, itong mga e-books na to is allowed lamang kapag meron talagang need na gadget. Kasi sa school talaga namin, talagang physical paper lang talaga ang kaya namin i-provide. Dahil nga nasa rural area pa kami. Ayan, doon kami nang galing. Then syempre kailangan din namin mag-provide ng mga materials, ng mga reading materials from the division office. Then meron din naman siyang allotted na budget for that. And for those na gusto talaga nila na ma-use yung kanilang e-books, also make sure lang na madali siyang basahin and madali siyang ma-access ng mga students po. Ayun. And yung mga disadvantages, meron din naman siyang disadvantage. Yun nga lang, hindi nga lang kayo magkikita physically dahil nga kailangan din nating i-monitor yung reading progress. So, yun yung pinakang challenging talaga, lalo na sa modular. Pagka sa school din namin talagang nag-home visit kami kahit na very risky yung area namin. So, kailangan talaga na akapin 'tong mga bata na gusto talaga matutong magbasa. Alright?
Alright, thank you very much for that question po. So, there's no more questions here in our chat box as well in our YouTube comment section. They're all thanking our speaker. And of course, we would like to thank our speaker as well. Do you have any last reminders for our viewers today, ma'am?
Ayun. So, thank you din po sa opportunity na mai-share ko sa inyo yung expertise ko about reading. And for those parents na kagaya ko na very struggling talaga sa pagsabayin, pagtuturo, tsaka pagiging nanay, syempre, ano lang, ilaban lang natin yan kasi di naman yan para sa atin, kundi para sa future ng ating mga anak. And same din sa mga magulang din talaga na gustong i-encourage yung kanilang mga children to read books. Feel free to approach our teachers, feel free to approach our school heads to provide assistance, lalo na sa mga reading intervention materials. They are in need of volunteers as well, kahit na nasa alert level 2 lang tayo. But make sure safety is always a first priority for each and every one. So, yung mga gusto talaga mag-encourage talaga na mag-invite, na magkaroon man lang ng reading session, kahit mga reading exercises, feel free lang po na i-approach nyo yung mga teachers ninyo. And as well, thank you din po sa pag-support sa Bibal. Ayan, nabanggit ko na si Tutor Bidal. Ayan. And binabati ko din yung mga teachers ko sa Abuyan National High School. They are watching po. And to our school head, Dr. Connie A. Madrid, and of course, to our BRB for focal persons, Ma'am Gladys Pantaliol and Miss Madeline Balbalosa. And of course, sa mga kapwa ko Itulay tutors, maraming salamat po sa support at pagmamahal po. Stay safe, everyone!
There we have it. In behalf of Vibal Group Incorporated, I would like to thank our speaker for today for this indeed very interactive and insightful demo teaching session. It is an honor to have you with us today, Ma'am Jessica. And of course, special thanks to our very participative students, teachers here in the Zoom meeting. Carmeli Villavicencio, Ma'am Jessica, Divina Cardona, Elay Mejia, Frena Marie Cheng, Glyza, Jovan Carcido, Marjorie Beranya, Michael Rodriguez, Miverlin Capa, Mylene Baleda, QC Villena, Region 11, Jason Adjok Lechido, and Rifa Ella Casimero. You may download our speaker's presentation in the chat box. And of course, special thanks to our Kavibal viewers for your continuous patronage to our daily learning session. Don't forget to register to get your e-certificate of participation. We also encourage you to subscribe and watch on our official Vival Facebook and YouTube channel. Muli maraming salamat.